Hey y'all, welcome back to Kelly's Kitchen. I know it's been a few days. I just needed some me time. That's all. Nothing against y'all. But it is Saturday and we are back. Tonight is Disney Plus dinner and a movie night, and the movie that was drawn was Hercules. So tonight I'm going to make us up some Greek meatballs using ground chicken, and then we're going to serve that over a bed of lemon parsley rice. And it's going to be topped with the tzatziki sauce. And then we are also going to have a side of a little kale salad. Nothing fancy, okay, y'all? It's literally the Walmart kale pecan cranberry salad. Just using this, everything in it. But I'm going to add some feta to it because feta is kind of Greek, right? I just kind of really was craving some salad. So there we go. All right, so to start, let's go ahead and start with our rice. So I have 1 cup of dried jasmine rice in a pot, a small pot. To this, I want to add some chicken broth. So we're going to start with 1 cup. And then we want to add another 1/3 cup. So a total of 1 1/3 cups of chicken broth. You can use water if you prefer, but I find chicken broth gives it a nice flavor. So that's what I'm going to do instead. All right, and then to that, we're also going to add the juice of 1 lemon. And the parsley will stir in after it's done. I'm just going to use some freeze-dried parsley, which I'll show y'all when it gets to that point. Okay, so we're just going to juice in 1 lemon. If I said lime, I'm sorry. I meant lemon. I don't know what I said. My brain ain't always working, so that's fine. Anyways, juice 1 lemon. Right. Okay, got that in there, and now I'm just gonna stir this up, get it on the stove on a high heat, bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we're gonna cover it, turn it to low, and let it sit for 20 minutes, and fluff it then to see if it needs to go a little longer or if it's good to go. All right, y'all, so I got the rice on the stove. I'm going to bring that to a boil. While I'm waiting on that to start going, I have in this bowl 1 pound of ground chicken. And to that, I'm going to add in 1 shallot dice. I'm going to chop that up really quick. All right, y'all, I got my chopped shallot in the chicken, and now we're going to add in 1 to 2 tablespoons of some minced garlic. I might just do like a heaping spoon of minced garlic because you can't have too much garlic in your food. Okay. All right, so now we're going to season up this meat. So excited. All right, so first we're going to start with some salt. 1 to 2 teaspoons, again, until your ancestors tell you is good. And it made me feel good. One of my friends this week, Stephanie, hi, she told me that she seasoned to how I taught with ancestors, and it was amazing. And I was like, "Aw, you listened." That made me feel good. So trust me when I say it. Season to your ancestors say it's good. All right, ground black pepper, about 1 or 2 teaspoons as well. And then we're going to add in some smoked paprika, about 1 teaspoon. Okay. Gonna add in some dried parsley, about that's probably about a tablespoon, being honest. Okay. Let's add in some dried oregano. Do about 2 teaspoons of that. I'm going to add in, this is some dried dill weed, or dill, so do about 1 teaspoon of that. Okay. And then just for a little kick, because why not, we're going to add in a little cayenne pepper. This is, of course, however you want it. I want mine a little bit spicier, so I put about a teaspoon. It's up to you, for sure. And then I also want to add, about a teaspoon of olive oil. That's just going to kind of help it all stick together. Okay. And now we're just going to take our handy dandy spoon and mix that all together. If you prefer, you could always be way more traditional when it comes to these meatballs and use ground lamb. which I kind of thought about doing, but at the end of the day, I decided, you know what, let me keep it a little healthier. And anytime I've made this, it has been with ground chicken rather than lamb. So I was like, let me just stick with what I know for tonight. And lamb is one of those meats that you either like it or you don't, because it's kind of gamey, I guess is the way to put it. It has a distinct flavor to it, and it has to be cooked right in order for it to not cause a headache. Just saying. All right, so I got this all incorporated, and I'm just gonna give it a smell. Needs a little more dough. Wee bit more dough. Try another half teaspoon or so. And I feel like it needs a dash more salt. Yes. And I'll mix it back up. Yeah, and you gotta go off the scent of it. Make sure it smells good. It already smells better. That's better. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my little meatball maker. We're going to start forming some meatballs. All right, y'all. So my rice finally came to a boil. So I went ahead and turned that down to low and set the timer for 20 minutes, and it's covered. I have a large skillet with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in it, heating up on medium heat. And I got my meatball maker. Yay. All right. Took my jewelry off because you don't want to get the meat on your jewelry. And then we're just going to scoop some of the mixture. Roll it together. Like so. And then set it aside. I'm just going to form all my meatballs. Real quick, if you wanted, you could add breadcrumbs or egg to this mixture. You don't really need to. That's the purpose of the olive oil. It's going to help everything really stick together. So you don't need those binders because of the olive oil. And then at the end of the day, this makes it low carb, healthier for your meatballs. And I wanted to show y'all that option so that it's there. But if you wanted to add breadcrumbs, milk, and egg, you are more than welcome to. But we just gonna keep them low carb today. All right, because we have rice anyways. So okay, I'm gonna finish rolling these up, and I'll be back with y'all. All right, y'all. So we have all of our beautiful little meatballs made. Aren't they cute? I love them. Okay, they smell amazing. Oh, okay. So now we're gonna go get them in the skillet. I would bring y'all over there, but I don't think you'll really need to watch me actually physically cook the meatballs. But they're gonna go in the skillet, and we're gonna cook them until they're brown on all sides. Have a lid to cover it while each side is cooking, so that the inside gets nice and cooked. And we're just gonna cook them until they're done. That's all you gotta do. For chicken, standard rule of thumb, internal temp 165. Okay. As for the tzatziki sauce, I have tried so many recipes of tzatziki, and I've always epically failed at it. I can't find a recipe I like. But some Walmarts sell this amazing tzatziki style dip by the hummus and stuff, and it is amazing. I know the little Walmart closest to us carries it, and I love it so much, and that's the only place I can get it because my big Walmart doesn't have it. But it is wonderful, it is amazing, and it has great flavor. Can eat with anything. So this one I'm taking a shortcut because I don't have a good tzatziki dip recipe, and so I don't want to make it and then tell y'all and then taste it and it'd be nasty, and I'll be like, why did I share that? But if any of y'all have a delicious tzatziki dip recipe, please let me know. I would love to have it. Just saying. And then again for the side salads, literally, I just have this kale pecan cranberry salad. Just gonna separate them into bowls, add everything, and then I'm gonna toss in some feta crumbles, just because I like cheese. You don't want cheese, you ain't gotta do cheese. I like cheese, and I thought feta would be a good compliment. Goat cheese would also be good with this, but I don't have goat cheese, but I have feta. How many times can I say feta? Right, okay. All right, so now I'm gonna get that cooking and the rice going, and I will be back here with y'all shortly. I guess I'll go ahead and show it to y'all just in case it's satisfying for you. So here's the meatballs. I got them all in. I'm just going to go ahead and cover them with the skillet. And then I kind of like to roll the oil around. Yeah, sorry. All right, there we go. Got that going. And then there's the rice going nice and wonderfully. Yep. And I'm going to go ahead and put together the salads. I guess I'll let y'all watch that. Okay, so I just have 2 bowls of some of the salad mix. I did only use about like half the bag between the 2 of us, maybe about 2/3 of the bag. And then I always feel like they never give enough goodies for the whole bag. I'm like, what the heck? So I'm gonna put half of that. I mean, it might be enough. I have some stuff on standby just in case. So that, I feel like I want some more nuts. So I have some pepita seeds here, which I'm gonna add some of those in there. Yeah, you could totally do pecans if I had more pecans. I don't have more pecans, so I got some pepita seeds. I'm just gonna add those in there. I like the extra crunch. Just drop in pepita seeds. All right, and then it came with some like crushed up croutons. You can mix this part if you don't want to have the breadcrumbs. I'm going to go ahead and add the little bit of breadcrumbs to them. That's its extra texture. Later. Alright. And then we're going to add in some feta. This feta makes everything better. And if you wanted more cranberries, you could add more cranberries. I don't really want more cranberries, so I'm going to add in some of this feta. I like a lot of cheese. Yeah. Alright, so got that in there. And then once we're ready to serve it, that's when I'll add the dressing because I don't want the salad to wilt. But this is a country Dijon mustard dressing. And I'll just put half on each salad. So that's what the salads look like. Just easy, simple, nothing too crazy. Oh, these meatballs are smelling amazing. I just went ahead and turned them. Look at how beautiful they're turning out. Just gonna move this over. And yeah, they already look mostly cooked because I had them covered. But I'm just gonna go ahead and cover them back up just to make sure they get all nice and cooked. There's like 2 minutes left on the timer and the rice is looking really good. I'm excited for that. Alright, y'all, the lemon rice is done. I just went and fluffed it with a fork. It looks amazing. I'm just going to take some of this freeze-dried parsley. You can use fresh parsley if you prefer. I don't have any, but I have this, which is a little better than dried and keeps longer than fresh. So I'm just going to put in about, it's probably about 1 tablespoon or so. I'm just going to stir that together. Alright, I ended up adding another ½ tablespoon of the parsley, so a total of 2 tablespoons of freeze-dried parsley. Y'all, I tasted it. It's delicious. If you're wondering where to get this, some grocery stores have it in the produce section, but my grocery store, Walmart, had it on the seasoning aisle. It was on the top shelf, so that's what these were. They are a little expensive, but they last a long time, and they're closer to fresh than like the dried. Anyways, I'm just going to cover that back up, and I turned my stove off on it. I'm just going to let it sit there and stay warm while the meatballs finish up. Hey y'all, all right, so dinner's almost ready. I'm so excited. And I am gonna make us a cocktail. Woo. So for Hercules, we're gonna do us a Hades cocktail. And we're going based off of the cartoon Hades, which you all remember what he looks like. He's kind of grayish, bluish. He has blue flamed hair and he is wearing black, if I remember correctly. So let's make us a Hades cocktail. We're gonna start with a glass. You're going to put in some fresh blackberries. Look how pretty those are. I have about 7 to 9 in there. And then I'm just going to take my muddler. And I'm just going to muddle that. The reason I'm doing this is because I kind of want it to be layered. The purpose of the blackberries is the black part. The evil part, right? Yeah. And then it's also going to add a freshness and a deliciousness to the cocktail. Okay. So I'm just going to muddle that in the bottom, just like that. How pretty. Okay, and then I did this one way and it kind of mixed quicker, so I'm gonna try this real quick. It might mix pretty quickly. Sorry about that. I'm trying to do it kind of layered, but I'm not a bartender. Okay. So our mixer is going to be some champagne. I'm using spumante, which I recommend using because there's also going to be vodka in the drink. So it's going to be a little, it's not sweet with this. Trust me. Alright, so just going to add in a little champagne. Let that, I know it looks cool. Okay. Let the bubbles die down. And get that kind of Ooh, all right. Getting all kinds of bubbly in there. Adding a little bit more because the vodka mixture is not that much. It's probably not that much. So just keeps bubbling because of the blackberries. All right. So now I'm going to take a shaker with some ice in it. We're going to add in some of that blue petal dust. Again, I got this at Hobby Lobby. You can order it offline, whatever, but you're just going to put a little bit. It's only need like a quarter to a half teaspoon. It's not a whole lot you need. All right. Put that in there, and then we're going to add in 2 shots of vodka. Whatever vodka you like. We're using the Pinnacle because it's cheap and it's the same thing. So it's not a bad vodka. Okay, so 2 shots of that. And then just gonna shake her up. And then we're gonna top off our cocktail with our blue flamed hair. And here you have your very, very full Hades cocktail. It's so good. But yes, it all mixes together, becomes purpley. Couldn't use this cocktail for anything really. We're just gonna call it a Hades, just be fun. But mixed together, it's all evil and wonderful. It's delicious, y'all. So, dinner is ready. So we're gonna go ahead and build our Greek meatball and lemon parsley rice bowls. Okay, y'all. So here we have our Greek meatballs with our lemon parsley rice and the tzatziki sauce. One of my coworkers, Sam, hi Sam, told me she wants to see me try my own food. She said, you're ruining the satisfaction. So let me just cut into this meatball. A little tzatziki, a little of the rice. Delicious. Delicious. Make it. So good. And then we have our salad. So stick with the trying it all. We have our kale salad here. And then our Hades cocktail. Blackberries are right there. Enjoy, y'all.